2K Sports. Hello, everyone. With Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll be hearing from our Hall of Famer on the sideline, David Aldridge. And folks, Pau Gasol will not be in the lineup, out with an injury.
Yeah, and as bad as it turned out to be, it tells you a little bit about his toughness, that when they took him to the locker room after he got hurt, he wanted to come back out and get back on the court.
Well, yeah, you think about it, this is good news. Good news, especially to everyone who saw that terrible injury occur. It could have been so much worse.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Rose is out there with Michael Jordan. Then there's Noah. Then there's Pippen. And it's Rodman in the power forward. And Chris, you played during an era against a team that many consider the greatest of all time. That 96 Chicago Bulls team with Jordan and Pippen and a great roster. Just thinking back to that team during that second three-peat. What was it like when you were going up against that Bulls team?
So tough to play against that team. Jordan, arguably the best player that's ever, laced them up. And Pippen was so tough offensively and rebounding. Rodman as well on the boards. And then you had guys in a system that was, just really too much. It's hard to say. Of course, in my opinion, having played against them, they're the best team of all time. But Bill Russell once told me, ghosts can't play, so don't get caught up in comparing errors that you really can't prove it. So, yeah, of course they're the best of all time to me, but it's fun watching these young kids play today.
Here's Noah following the score by Charlotte. No good there off the double clutch. Here's Lee, and Lee with the stuff.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Jordan against Lee. The drive by Jordan. And he gets it to go. Jordan's got his first basket of the night.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Well, that opening right there, that's just because the defense failed to rotate.
Now, here's Joseph. He's coming off a 37-point game against Phoenix.
And we got to talk about his 4 steals on the night. That's a complete performance at both ends of the floor.
Now, here's Joseph. And it's Lee, that time on the assist from Joseph. Joseph's got 3 assists now in this one.
That's what I'm talking about. That's a perfect 4-for-4 start for them. Now, they're just getting all the shots they want.
Here's Rose. A 20-point game for him in the win against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
And where I thought he was out of his mind was the playmaking. Time and time again, he set his teammates up for the easy bucket.
4 on the shot clock. And it's Pippen missing.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
The best laid plans, right? Well, I tell you right there, though, that's one they'll take every single time.
Now, here's Joseph. His scoring average of about 32.5 points a game tells you all you need to know about how dangerous a player he can be. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Noah. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach David Fizdale. I asked him about their offensive strategy given their 0-2 record against this team. He said, same as ever, get to the rim. Pretty simple, Kevin, but with their athleticism and finishing ability, he clearly thinks it's their best option. Back to you.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, over to the wing. And here is Joseph. There's the pass to Dietrich. Out to Lee. Feeds it to Joseph. Second chance effort. Noah with the block. And they get it back. Joseph with the ball. Right side, Lee lets the free fly. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession. And a look here at the scoring trend over the last several months for Jordan.
It's been surprising to me to see him take a little bit of a tumble lately in terms of what he's doing for them offensively. The points just haven't been there for him like they were a few months back. The defenses he's facing have adjusted to him, and he hasn't been able to make his own adjustment.
Noah with a screen on Joseph. On its way from Rose for two, and he can't stop this drought. Another miss. And it's Joseph in the corner. Puts up a three. Hits it from three-point range. Joseph's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Hornets.
How on earth did they let him get that wide open?
Rose kicks to Jordan. Back to Rose. Tipped away. And the foul on Derrick Rose. That's his first foul. Here's Joseph. He has 6. On the wing, Lee. Back to Joseph. And every veteran goes through a period, Chris, where they are benched for rest, especially this late in the season. Did you ever go through that? Was it something that's easy to accept?
Looking back, I would not have minded being benched for rest. It wasn't that popular when I played. You had to even go hard in practice.
Right.
I think now teams understand how to handle that, and I think the schedule change may make it so that a lot of players won't have to have rest during the season. But you want to be in a position where you're not fighting for a playoff spot, because if you're fighting for a playoff spot or a position, then rest is the last thing on your mind. We always used to say, hey, you can rest all you want after you lose in the playoffs. So you have to balance your rest with expectation.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. Following the score by Charlotte. Jordan, he with the block. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Michael Jordan. Charlotte shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. And he makes the first. And both free throws good for a lead. Here's Rose. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. Michael Jordan on the wing. It's Pippen on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Looking to end the drought, and it's off the back rim. No good. Hornets leading by 12. Now Joseph, he has 6. Passes to Wolf. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And already with the commanding lead, a terrific offensive performance.
Oh, okay, you've done your job so far, but the question is now, can they sustain this level of energy? There's still a lot of game to play.
Here's Rodman, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's his first trip to the line.
And from the line, he's knocking it down about 71% of the time, and that's a percentage that needs to go up.
Big Daddy's checked in for Charlotte. Big Cat comes in for B-Train. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for the Bulls. Now, here's Joseph. Right side, Lee. Joseph, the pass to Wolf. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. The Hornets shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
So for the Bulls, Portis, he's checked in for Noah. Labissiere comes in for Dennis Rodman. And it's Kukoc in for Jordan. Bulls trail by 15. Korver dishes to Rose. Labissiere, the screen. Rose attacking, makes it off the glass.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Here's the Beast. He picked up 24 points in their last one against Phoenix. Screen by Brand. And Joseph kicks to Brand. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And the story here, Kevin, early on, is how well they shot the basketball.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. These are the top distributors of the basketball for the last 10 games, as shown on the 2K leaderboard. And you look at Joseph, an uncommonly gifted passer. leading the league in assists.
And those games have seen him dropping more dimes than you might have thought possible.
Charlotte making a switch here. Garcia's checked in. Pass to Portis. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Here's Rose. Back to Portis. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Portis has got his first bucket of the night.
Not trying to force anything inside. Ball gets kicked out for an open look.
So Charlotte calls timeout. They're first. They beat the Bulls during their last encounter in Chicago.
And whether by design or by accident, they drew so many fouls in the game. Foul trouble for the other side became a huge issue.
Well, even more important was who was fouling. The other team barely had their starters in the game. They were all sitting on the bench.
Now, here's Joseph. 6 points for him. Back to Lee. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And checking out the numbers for Joseph, the past month has been surreal. He's averaging 35 points, 15 assists, and just over 5 steals. And you love his anticipation, all those steals. He's always a step ahead, reading plays before they develop.
His nose for the ball has never been better. I mean, his transition defense really stands out. If you get careless in open court, he'll make you pay.
Chicago calls timeout. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
And when you shoot a high percentage from distance, that gives you momentum and really keeps the opponent on the ropes.
But especially important on the road, sinking those deep shots makes it hard for the other team to build momentum.
Campbell is checked in for Joseph. And Labissiere throws it down.
Love seeing the big man take it strong to the rack, looking extremely agile.
And here is Campbell, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Brand passes to Lee. And again, the Hornets missing.
You can't fault him for taking the 3 when he's that wide open. You can't pass that shot up.
Kukoc dishes to Rose. Trains it from beyond the arc. Rose has got 7. Here's Big Daddy. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Over to the left wing. Pass to Campbell. Lee against Korver. Out to the right wing. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession.
And here's a look at some numbers for the Prophet. Over the last month, he has been spectacular. 3rd in scoring, 6th in free throw percentage. And with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands, and he converts at a remarkable rate.
And the only way you average top 3 in points if you have that scorer's mentality. He knows he's the go-to guy. And everyone else knows it as well. Now, here is Garcia. Following the miss by Derrick Rose. And he makes that one. Garcia's got his first bucket in this one.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Rose, no good. Hornets leading by 12. Now the pass to Lyons. Rose against Campbell. Pass to Lyons. Out left to the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Campbell kicks to Garcia. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Starting to surge here, and we're only in the first quarter.
And it's happening at both ends, trying to end this thing before it begins.
Now here's Rose. He's got 7. Shoots from 14. Count that one. Rose has got 9.
It's his shooting that's kept them out of an even deeper hole.
Now, here is Garcia. Against Phoenix, he was really on his game. Campbell with it. Screen by Brand. The feed to Garcia. points for him.
They're pounding it inside once again. They have taken over this game physically.
Right off the opening tip, they've been relentless. And this style of play can be hard to come back against.
Now, here's Rose. 9 points in the game so far. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
That's his second foul. And now they might really go at him. I mean, try to get a third foul and force him to sit on the bench.
Charlotte leading by 14. Now Garcia. He's got 6. Here's the screen. Jacks up a 3. Sinks the triple. Campbell's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And you can see there the defender gets caught up on the pick.
Team ball. Great execution on offense. Everyone working together. You wish you could have that on every play.
And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Hornets ahead, leading by 17. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move. Bulls trail by 17. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. And Charlotte looking at who they've got. They've got Big Daddy. Prophet is out there with Big Cat. Then there's Campbell, and it's Lyons in at the 2. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Portis. The Bulls shooting 41% for the game. Rose kicks to Labissiere. Left side, Korver. And here's Rose outside. It's good from long range. Rose has got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Bulls. And we played through the first minute here in the second. Pass to Boyd to the left side wing. Charlotte moving the ball around. And here is Campbell. Back to Garcia. They set the pick. Pocket 6. It's stolen by Korver. Portis, the pass to Rose. And it's blocked. Garcia up top. By Kukoc. Drills the three-pointer. ABC's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And look, the D has to be talking out there. They can't make threes that easy for them.
Kicks to Kukoc. Back to Rose. Outside Korver. Ball stolen. Picked away. There's the 3. It's good. This time the assist from Rose.
Well, Kevin, in transition, that's the best way for him to get an open look from distance.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Rose against Campbell. Outside, Garcia. Stolen. Here's Kukoc. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
That was all about the assist. Great pass to set up the shot.
Kukoc against Garcia. Here's Campbell. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. From deep. And the 3 ball is good. And that's now 9 points for the Prophet.
Continuing to push the action and build his lead.
He's not worried about what's on the scoreboard. He just wants to go ham each possession.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Well, Chris, NBA players will go around to every arena at least once in a season. Does each arena have its own feel and look? And how does that impact players when they play on the floor? A depth perception from the basket to the last row. It told me that every building feels different. Is that true?
Yeah, every building does feel different, but because every player is different, you know, it just depends on which guy and which arena. You know, I used to love Portland because it was dark in Portland and it felt warm in there. I don't know why. I mean, I can't really even explain that well, but I used to love playing in Portland. And I know some guys that have an arena that is bright, or they just love getting there, or maybe they just love that city. So a lot of times, I tell you what arena I really loved, and it was the first time I went to Boston Garden, because I just sat and I stretched on the floor, probably for the longest of any game, because I sat there and I touched the parquet floor and I got to look up at all the banners, and I, you know, kind of reading the banners there, and who played there, and what year they won, and tried to remember that team. And so in some arenas it's just special because who's performed there, who's been there before you, and so every arena has a different feel.
It's a great answer. Here's Wolf from downtown, and it's the Hornets another three.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Bulls trail by 16. Pippen kicks to Rodman. No high post. Rodman sets a screen. Up off the screen. That's tipped. Campbell against Rose. Here's Garcia. Rebound by the Bulls.
I'm sure he'd say to himself, no excuse for missing that shot, even when it's such a clean look.
Here's Pippen. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Pippen's got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, field goal percentage above 50 now. Their offense is starting to show.
Here's B-Train. Campbell with it. Outside, Garcia. They set the pick. The pass to Wolf. 6 on the shot clock. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Now let's take a look at how the shots have been divided up between 3-point shots and 2-point shots for the Hornets.
Liking the effectiveness they've shown here from three-point land. And I say, hey, shoot it more. They've been successful with a high field goal percentage, and we'll see if that continues to be a part of their arsenal.
Joseph, he's checked in for Charlotte. Back to Pippen. There's the dish to Gordon. Jordan against Garcia. Good on the shot. Now here's Joseph. 6 points for him. They set the pick. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Dennis Rodman picks one up. And the pace of the NBA game has changed, becoming more strenuous. You've heard a growing chorus saying that the NBA regular season should be shortened, Chris, to allow more time for recovery.
No, the guys should do less in the summers. NBA has always been 82 games, and that's the season. Anything you do outside of the NBA does not concern the season. So if you're tired because you play on several teams and for your country, or the fact that you work out and you go to several camps, that's only your fault. You know how to get rest during the off season. So that's ridiculous to say that there won't be 82 games a year. That's ridiculous. How do you keep in a historical continuity if we don't keep it that way? So I think guys need to take it upon themselves to find ways to get more rest in the summer.
Here's Garcia. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And let's step aside from it to look at some of the point guards who have been doing a whole lot more than passing lately. They're the top scorers at that position over the last 10 games. And you look at Joseph, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player.
And you can't say enough about the value of a player like him. I mean, who can attack a defense in so many different ways from the point.
He's certainly an incredibly versatile and gifted player, and one that gives his team a lot of fight at that position.
The shot by Jordan, no good.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
One thing that I think many players and certainly many other coaches, Chris, in the NBA love about Steve Clifford is his brutal honesty. He will pull no punches with you.
Yeah, the reporters just can't throw cliche phrases at him during the press conferences. He'll just match him. The frankness he has with the media and players is one reason players like playing for him.
Bulls trail by 18. He feeds it to Pippen. Back to Jordan. There's a good screen. Gordon dishes to Jordan. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Now, as a Michigan man, Chris, we know you're always following Big Ten action. Who are your favorite players out of the Big Ten currently playing in the NBA?
Man, I don't know if I'll be able to go home after this, but I love Mike Conley. And
You'd be in trouble. I know.
Oh, man, I love his game. I love everything about him. His father, he comes from an athletic family. I just hate the fact that he's a Buckeye. But he's one of my favorites. And, of course, you know, you got to look at a kid named Tim Hardaway Jr. and Glenn Robinson III, dunk contest winner. Those guys went to a pretty good university in the Big Ten. So
they did.
There's a lot of great talent coming out of the Big Ten.
Can I mention a couple others like Draymond Green from just down the road in Ann Arbor, who played in East Lansing? Can I talk about him?
I love Draymond. When he was growing up, watching him play in Michigan in high school, I always knew he was going to be a great talent. So, yeah, even though he wore the green and white in college, still a big fan of his, too. I think the Big Ten is definitely representing well in the NBA.
In a moment here, let's check out the numbers for Jordan. This last month, he's been positively spectacular. 2nd in three-point field goal percentage, 8th in scoring, and he's in the top 20 in steals, bringing that focus and intensity at both ends.
And back to your point, he's 2nd in three-point accuracy. A lot of that has to do with mental toughness. It's just hard to force him out of his comfort zone. Now Joseph, 8 points for him. Here's Lee, second chance effort, and so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
He's had 4 chances at the line, made them all, and both free throws good for Lee. And here's Gordon. Jordan sets the pick for Gordon. He dishes it to Jordan. And he uses the glass on the layup. Jordan's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
He played a very solid first quarter. Now he's taking it up a notch here in the second.
Here's Joseph. They set the pick. And a wide open look for Lee. Carries it from 3-point range. Lee's got 15.
And you can see there the defender gets caught up on the pick.
Team ball. Great execution on offense. Everyone working together. You wish you could have that on the play.
Pippen kicks to Jordan. Over Joseph. It's Chicago with another bucket.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
.132 left now here in the second. Over to the wing. Lee outside. Back to Joseph. Shot clock at 5. And it's blocked by Jordan. Hands with the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last. Some changes for Charlotte. Big Daddy's checked in for Big Dog. Big Cat comes in for B-Train. And it's Garcia in for the Beast. And Chicago also making a switch. Kyle Korver. He's checked in for Scottie Pippen. Some changes for Chicago. Portis, he's checked in for Noah. Labissiere comes in for Rodman. And it's Kukoc in for Eric Gordon. Over to the wing. No one near Labissiere as he lets it go. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan.
When Labissiere goes right up with the shot off the pass, the D is toast. I mean, with this size and quickness, no one is blocking these shots.
Korver against Lee. There's a screen. He kicks to Joseph from outside the arc. It's rebounded by Labissiere.
Some very slack defending, playing with fire to leave him that open beyond the arc.
But the edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead. A little shotmanship there as he increases the lead.
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Oh, that was sweet, and that's what makes him so dangerous. Not only can he set up others, but he can also be a big-time finisher.
Jordan sets the pick for Korver. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Dishes to Jordan. Launches a 3, and the shot is good. The Hornet lead has been cut down now to just 12 on the basket from Korver. Lee against Korver. Screen by Brand. Joseph has an open look. Offensive rebound. And so is Charlotte enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here alongside Shaquille. After the first 2 quarters of play, it's Charlotte in control. They are leading by 12. And Big Fella, your thoughts on the Hornets?
Well, the perimeter shooting is the reason they're ahead. I think we'll probably see more of that in the second half, especially if they can stay hot.
And now, folks, just moments away from the start of the 3rd quarter.
The scene tonight here in Uptown Charlotte, where we welcome you back to the action. Welcome back, everyone. Bulls trail by 12. For so long, the Hornets have been one of the most disciplined teams, Greg, in the NBA.
Yeah, you look at how this team takes care of the ball, and from the first guy to the last, it says something about how much pride they take in that. Minimizing turnovers goes a long way in terms of winning games. It's been a part of the basketball culture with the Hornets for quite some time.
Tipping off the second half, here's David Fizdale's 5. Pippen is out there with Rodman. And it's Rose, then there's Noah, and it's Jordan in at the shooting guard position.
Wow, he just does everything right there except hit the layup.
Inside, stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Passes it to Wolf. Basket is good, and they'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Now that was a sensational feed. He hit him right on the move.
And Chris, so many of us involved with the NBA, either as broadcasters or players, had a moment where they just knew that this was the game for us. Did you ever have that moment? And if so, Chris, when did you fall in love with the game of basketball?
Wow, that's a great question, Ken. You know what? I have so many signature moments in my life that continually made me fall in love. I don't know if there's just one. You know, I remember, for instance, Isaiah Thomas, after he won the All-Star game, I believe it was like 86, 87, and after he had his mom come up and his mom did the interview with him, and I was there with my mom, and I remember thinking to myself, man, that would be a cool moment. Or watching Magic Johnson hoist up a championship because he was from Michigan, and I had followed his career the whole time, and so watching him win a championship. Or how about those great Magic Johnson, Larry Bird commercials back when they got out the limo and were looking at each other, you know, that type of stuff. So there's so many great moments, man. I can't pick one, but there's so many great moments.
Great moments indeed. Chris, we all know you were a big Pistons fan growing up, and of course that means that you had plenty of chances to root against the Chicago Bulls. When you go back and you think about when you were young, was there one Bulls player that you loved to hate, so to speak?
You know, a little secret, I always cheered for Detroit, but I never hated the Bulls. Isaiah and Jordan were my favorite players. That's a little bit of a cop-out along with Magic, Bird, Dominique. But no. I really loved Artis Gilmore as as well coming before. But no, I really can't say I had a player on the Bulls that I didn't really like.
6 to shoot.
Looking now at some numbers for Rose. He's been on a tear since the All-Star break, going really to another level. Putting up about 25 points per game, 8 assists, and 2 rebounds. And he's been putting up points with regularity. I mean, that's what they depend on, his killer instinct on offense.
Yeah, anytime this club needs a basket, he's their go-to guy. Just an irrepressible, prolific scorer.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum. Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Here's Pippen. It's tipped.
And they just tried everything to stem the tide here, but nothing seems to work.
Yeah, trying to recapture momentum. When the tide's running against you, very difficult to do. What will the young kids say today? Ride that wave.
Charlotte calls timeout. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, I thought the opponent's defense just never showed up.
But I like that they attacked those weaknesses. They made them pay for a lackluster effort.
Here's Joseph.
Wow. And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. Chicago's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
And the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they got to talk about.
Oh, this is ugly. No question about it. And you wonder if these matchups aren't favoring them right now.
Keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. And it's blocked by Jordan. And they get it. And the rebound goes to the Hornets.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Oh, come on. Did you see that? Did you see that?
Showcasing his skills with that slam.
He knows how to put the exclamation point on those, doesn't he? My goodness. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw. The Bulls have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
Rose against Joseph. Stolen by Pippen. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Out to the right wing. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession.
And taking a look at some of the stats here for Lee. Since the All-Star break, he's been unstoppable. First in free throw percentage, second in scoring. And he's in the top 10 in field goal percentage. Really able to power his way to the bucket and finish through contact.
And it's nice when you have the NBA's best free throw shooter just keep the ball in his hands in clutch situations. He's been completely automatic this season. 6 to shoot. Rose up on top. He's covered by Joseph. Rose, no good. Here's Charlotte now. Some momentum with a 15-2 run underway. No good from Lee.
That's how you protect the rim. Stand your ground and make him alter his release.
Outside for Jordan. Out to the right wing. Rose against Joseph. Rose attacking.
He doesn't look like himself right now. Nothing is going away.
And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Pippen.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
And he makes the first.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Rose with the ball. 14 points for him. There's the pick. Here's Joseph. And Joseph screams it home.
You see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic classic screenplay. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Oh, yeah, incredible teamwork there. A play you perfect only by practicing it until you're blue in the face.
Here's Rose. Rose with another miss.
He's not the only one to blame for them being behind, but he hasn't helped their cause much.
Lead, and Lee with the stuff.
Yeah, I mean, he's been orchestrating the whole game at a high level.
And you see defensively, when they try to patch something up, he exploits a different weakness.
Rodman sets a screen. Pulls it from the elbow. Pippen misses.
Allowing no space for the shooter to get comfortable. Just terrific defense.
Yeah, that won't go on the stat sheet. Close to getting the block, but really have the same effect.
Back to Lee. Here's Wolf. Hits it from three-point range. The Beasts got 12 points in just the second half.
And it's been about that execution offensively. I mean, they have been superb.
Yeah, and it's been a team game, a number of contributions. Guys staying focused. That's why the league continues to grow.
All the officials are all over that one.
Bulls shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. Charlotte making some changes. Big Daddy's checked in for Big Dog. Big Cat comes in for B-Train. And it's Garcia in for the Beast. And a change for the Bulls. Korver's checked in. Now here's Lee. He's got 20. Feeds to Joseph. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. And that one drops.
Just increasing their advantage. And right now, they're in a zone on both ends.
Oh, that's why you see them flexing a little bit. They're feeling good about how they've dominated.
Stolen by Joseph. Joseph against Rose. Poked loose. And the dunk by Joseph.
Leaving the rest of the field in the dust.
Well, while he's out there making the play, everyone else is watching. Solid individual effort right there.
Rose kicks it to Noah. Inside, here's Rodman. And Dennis Rodman with the slam.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Chicago making some changes. Labissiere is checked in for Noah. And it's Kukoc in for Pippen. They set the screen. It's deflected. Pass to Joseph. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession. And here's a look now. Of the shot chart showing the field goals attempted locations for Lee.
And you look at the chart and you see they have done a lot of their damage in the mid-range game. So often teams will try to force everything at the hoop or only rely on the three to score, but they have seen what the defense has given them and taken every open look they found.
Bobby Portis is checked in for Rodman. And the wide open shot from Rose. No good on the three.
And so far this quarter, he's been a little off on his game.
Yeah, and scoring, I mean, it's not coming easy for him. You have to get into a little rhythm, but that's when you can make the extra pass. Play the role of the facilitator.
Now Lee. Offensively, he's been a one-man wrecking crew. His scoring average is over 30 points a game. 3 on the clock. Shoots over Korver. Back to Joseph. Lee left side. Tries again. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to go on Skal Labissiere. The free throw drops for Lee. Campbell is checked in for Joseph. And both free throws good for Lee. And for the Bulls, they're shooting 43% from the floor. Korver kicks to Rose. To the wing on the left. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. To the left wing. Bank shot. No good.
Well, you see the struggles he's having getting anything to go.
Yeah, but at the same time, you know if he can just break through this cold streak, he can give you what you need.
The first one falls. Going to the line. And so Garcia nails both of them. And here's Korver. He's got 6. Pass to Portis. Missile on the play. Bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
Efficient tonight, but certainly not dominant. He needs to take control of some of the scoring.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
To the wing right side. Garcia against Kukoc. Here's Lee. Rebound by the Bulls. Outside Rose. The feed to Kukoc. Out to the right wing. Labissiere with the ball. He's picked up by Brand. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Garcia with the block. They recover it. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. ABC's checked in for the Hornets. Charlotte's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And there's the pass to Boyd. Now Campbell. Outside Garcia. There's a screen. And Labissiere sends it back.
Just phenomenal timing on the block. Labissiere leaping up for the forceful rejection.
And it's the Hornets with the ball. Garcia's shot is good.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Korver passes to Rhodes. Shoots over Campbell. Rose, good. Rose has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Rose against Campbell. Brand, a screen on Rose. Outside, Garcia. Kukoc with the steal. 1:24 left to play in the third. Rose against Campbell. Rose kicks to Portis. Just 5 on the clock. And again, it's Derrick Rose. Rose has got 19 points.
It's been a steady game for him, but he hasn't done enough to keep them from falling behind.
There's 57 seconds left to play in the third. Outside, Garcia. Passes it to Campbell. Here's Garcia. 18 points for him. There's the pick. Screen by Brand. Pass to Campbell. Outside, Garcia. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Rose softly drops in the floater. He's got 21.
Oh, look at the soft touch on the teardrop.
17 seconds left in the third. Garcia with the ball. He's got 20. A screen from Campbell to the right side. Here's Lyons. Offline with his 3. And so it's Charlotte with a 34-point advantage heading into the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And we're fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much. Now Campbell, big man out there with Big Daddy. Then it's the Prophet, then it's ABC, and it's Campbell in at the point guard position. So that's the Hornets 5. That shot off. Now Chicago takes it the other way. Pulls up. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Gordon's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Bulls. Outside, Garcia. Grant, a screen on Korver. Pass to Lyons. Kukoc with the steal. And stolen by Garcia. Here's Lyons. Finished off the break.
And a good example there of why it's important to change ends quickly.
Yeah, talent in this league has it so that now pretty much every team can push the pace. You have to get back on defense.
Kicks it to Labissiere. Back to Gordon. Just 5 to shoot. Picked his pocket. Here's Garcia. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Garcia's got 22.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
And defensively, you know he's feeling good right now. And as the opposing team, you better adjust your scheme accordingly.
Outside Korver fires the 3. Rebound by Garcia. For Charlotte, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Chicago grabs the miss.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Oh, wonderful anticipation. He reads the play perfectly. Then with the quick reaction time.
And Labissiere sends it back. A floater. He gets that one. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Campbell, the pass to Boyd. Here's Garcia. And that one comes up a bit short.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And a good job taking what the D gives him. He's not going to pass it up with that much space.
Here's Big Daddy. And here is Campbell. There's the pick to the wing on the left. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Baseline J on the way. Charlotte again missing. Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Here's Gordon. The shot comes out, and it's the Hornets taking it the other way. Garcia goes in. It's rebounded by Portis. Portis has got his 5th rebound in this one. That's a foul called on the Prophet. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
When you get tagged with your 4th foul, you have to be very careful the rest of the way.
Some changes for Charlotte. Big Dog is checked in for Big Daddy. And B-Train subbed in for Big Cat. Charlotte calls timeout. The Beast is checked in for ABC. Scottie Pippen's checked in for the Bulls. Here's Gordon. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. And as a shooting guard, Eric Gordon might be a touch undersized, but he can handle his own. Has great strength and a very explosive step to keep up with his large counterparts.
Yeah, Gordon plays bigger than his size. Very efficient with his body when he angles in and go into the basket. He can step out and just space that floor, and he's quick at getting the ball up near the rim to finish for the drive.
Pippen kicks to Portis, and they double up Gordon. The Bulls with the ball to the inside. Count the basket.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
Campbell with it. Right wing. Here's the beast. Outside, Garcia. Over Gordon. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. And it's now 26 points for the Profits. The Bulls have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. There's the dish to Gordon. He feeds it to Pippen. Jordan inside. He's against Campbell. Here's Clement. He kicks it to Jordan. It's deflected, but they'll get another chance. Goes up again. That's good on the jump shot. Now Campbell, the pass to B-Train. Here's the beast. Here's the screen. Here's Garcia. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Garcia's got 8 points in the quarter.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring. And this one couldn't have been any easy.
I mean, I don't know whether to say it's amazing or it's sad, but you're down double digits and you still allow an uncontested layup. Where is the pride? Where is your heart?
And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Can't hit from 12.
And as he squares up for mid-range, there's a defender right in his face.
Well, he did a great job of staying patient, letting the man make his move, and getting right up on the jump shot.
Out to the wing. Clock at 4. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
They set the screen, and that's a foul called on the beast. That's his first foul. Charlotte making a switch here. Joseph's checked in, and the Bulls making a change also. Derrick Rose is checked in for Jordan. And here's Rose outside, and the Bulls with another miss.
Well, after hitting a couple in the first, he has cooled down a bit here.
Passes it to Wolf. Back to Joseph. Pass to Wolf. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And the first one at the line is good.
Well, he's been aggressive and getting himself some free throws as a result.
Both shots good from the strike. For Chicago, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. That's a foul called on the Prophet. That's his 5th foul.
Tough call there, but you have to be smart there. I mean, he now has 5 in this game.
Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover.
Wow, he was one step ahead of the defense there. Brilliant work coming up with the takeaway.
And it's about the tempo, guys. It favors them, and just look at that score.
Well, that's where they have the advantage tonight. They're just a better team in transition.
Rose in the post. He's covered by Joseph. Rose, good.
You can't pass up a shot from such short range.
Here's Dio. Outside, Garcia. There's the pick. The 3 from Joseph. Rebound by the Bulls. Portis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Gordon. That falls. Nice speed that time from Scottie Pippen. 7 points for Eric Gordon.
Ooh, the lost art of the mid-range J. Gordon just measured it perfectly, squaring up and knocking it down.
Now, here is Garcia. Back to Joseph. Fires from deep. Rebound by the Bulls. Portis has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Garcia against Gordon. Rose against Joseph. For 3, Pippen. A 3-pointer is right on target.
There isn't any player in the league who's going to pass up that shot. There was nobody near him.
Here's Joseph. Over Rose. Another shot. The shot, no good. Chicago's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Rose has got 25 points in the game.
Oh, Gordon does more than shoot the ball well. He has great passing. Well, he's picking his spots, understanding the game so well. Helps them fuel this lead.
To the inside. Tries to keep it alive. Here's Joseph. Yes, that goes in. Joseph's got 15 points in just the second half.
Ooh, the feed was perfect. The timing, the placement, everything was right on the money.
Here's Rose. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. The free throw drops for Rose. Lee's checked in for Charlotte. And Chicago also making a switch. Kukoc is checked in. Good on both. Charlotte has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Joseph, the pass to Wolf. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
Still attacking, building on this lead coming down the stretch.
Well, what I like about it most is he's doing it efficient.
Here's Rose. Got a hand on it. And oh, here we go. Joseph's got it. The fast break chance.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. You can safely say mission accomplished now for Charlotte.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And we have watched this team all season long play with such tenacity, with the wins piling up on the year. This will make it now 61 total.
And once they polish off this win, they'll be one more victory away from sweeping the season series.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Joseph.
Oh, he was a scary man at the defensive end with all those blocks. Even the shots he didn't get a hand on, he affected. He forced a lot of misses out there.
And Joseph skins it home.
And that's a killer instinct on display as they try to put this one on ice.
Well, they've gotten serious, stringing together some game-winning buckets.
Joseph against Rose. He dishes it to Kukoc. Labissiere with the screen for Gordon. Over Lee. And it's Gordon missing. And here's Charlotte. They've got a 13-2 run go. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Joseph dishes to Lee. And he's fouled on the shot. One free throw coming up.
And giving the fans what they came to see, a spirited performance.
Yeah, with a double-digit lead at this point, they could pretty much mark this one up in the win column.
16 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Gordon kicks to Rose, and it's lights out with the foul. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2.
And that was the last thing they needed. Now the clock is stopped, and they put them on the line.
And Rose drops them both. Lee outside. Goes up the baseline. Gordon with the defensive effort. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. They won this game going.